Good evening, good evening, good evening, everybody. Hey, 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 how you doing? Doing? How y'all doing, man? Hopefully everybody is doing swell. Hopefully everyone is doing swell on this Thursday evening. If you're on the talk of the ticks, I apologize. I didn't realize I had my TikTok streaming turned off. So we ain't been streaming on the talk of the ticks for the last couple of days. But we back. So if y'all hanging out with us on the tick of the talks, I appreciate y'all. Let's go ahead and get the pleasantries out of the way. Good evening, everybody. If this your first time tuning in to Tim's Tidbits, please allow me to say welcome. If it's not your first time tuning in to Tim's Tidbits, I still want to say welcome. But I want to give you a nice hearty thank you for always tuning in to Tim's Tidbits. If you don't know who I am, my name is Timothy Lee Rogers Sr., a.k.a. Haranya Grande. That's just Big Spider if you don't hablo Espanol. And you are in tune to another episode of The Intraday Price Action Recap. Yes, sir. Shout out Jim over there inside the Discord. Shout out Hines. I see Hines over there. Shout out Here to Learn and Share. Hey. Here to Learn and Share gonna pop in and say, hey. Shout out Kim. What's going on, Kim? Good evening. Shout out Valentine. Hola. Rhonda Green. Trying to speak a little, trying to hablo Espanol. Hola. What's that? What's up, Empire Traders? What's going on? What's up, Tish? Or should I say, honey? What's up, honey? Hey, man. Hey, them all the names I see, that's all I'm going to say. For anybody who in the gang, a reminder, the 1st of March is approaching. If you want to continue to support the channel via... what's up, Big B? That's my first time I'm seeing that. Big B 1320. What's happening? Big B, if this ain't your first time pulling up, I jolly pies. But that's my first time seeing that name. So, Big B 1320, welcome. Hope you enjoy your stay. Again, if you want to continue to support the channel monthly, the 1st is the official day that I'll be switching over to the new Discord server. Right? You'd want to utilize the links that's in the announcement section so that you can be grandfathered in with the price that you support the channel with now. Right? Everybody else, if you want to join the Discord, I'm now doing it through WAP so that the monthly subscription is now going directly to being a part of the Discord. All right? It still supports the channel on a monthly basis like you always been doing, but now you're paying to just have access to the Discord. Whereas before, the Discord was just something that I did as just say thank you for supporting the channel. Yeah, I do random pop-ups. I do class participation. It was just like a benefit for you all for supporting the channel through the membership. Yeah. But now, going through WAP is you're paying to get direct access to the Discord. If you'd like to join the Discord, there's a link in the description. Should say join the Discord. I hope it's there. Remember, gang. If you want to do it, don't forget, cancel your YouTube subscription. Right? The monthly that charge you. If you don't stop it, they're not going to stop it. I ain't going to block my blessing. You can go ahead and leave it over there. So after they take their 30%, they'll send me the rest. You can go ahead and leave it over there if you want to. You know what I'm saying? But go through WAP because the WAP is going to connect it to a new server, and that's the server that I'm going to be active in come the 1st of March. The old server ain't going nowhere. It's still going to be there. I'm just not going to be active in the old server. Okay? Yeah, that's it, man. That's it. Let's go ahead and get to it. And then anybody else who may be interested, let me go here and put the link in the chat. That's what I shall do. I shall put the link in the chat. And then we'll get into this price action recap. I got to do I got a one-on-one tonight at 8. Had a pretty good one-on-one last night. At least I felt like it was pretty good. All right, hopefully the individual got something out of it. Got another one-on-one tonight at 8. Shout out everybody who's a part of the boot camp. I've been hearing good feedback from the boot camp. Shout out everybody who went out on WAP and left a review about the boot camp. All right, feel free if you're in the gang too. If you would like to go share a review on WAP as far as your experience with. Am I frozen? Oh no, I'm not frozen. All right. It was delayed. It wasn't on live. It wasn't on live, so I guess I was sitting real still. I have pinned the message to the top of the chat, wherever the chat is for y'all. I pinned the message to the top of the chat for anybody that may be interested in joining the Discord. That Discord there. If you in the diamond tier, the diamond tier is already active as far as the tape reading. We've already started the tape reading for those that's in the diamond tier. We will be tape reading in the morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you are looking for the link, let me share the screen real quick so that y'all can see. If you are looking for the link, okay, inside the server, the new server, the one with Aranya Grande up there, the yellow one with the big spider on it, right? If you come to right here, Diamond Live Tape Reading, come to that channel right there. In the morning, there will be another link that says, everyone, here's the links to the live stream, and it'll have a Zoom link and it'll have a YouTube link, right? I'm not looking at the YouTube. I'm not following the YouTube. The YouTube is just there for people who like to just watch it on YouTube, right? I'm going to be inside the Zoom. So if you want to interact with me, ask questions, type questions in the chat, anything, you want to be inside the Zoom link. The YouTube is just there for the replay for those who can't make the live session and for those who just like to watch it on YouTube. Because some people like to pull up YouTube on their TV. They like for it to be big like that. So, yeah. So that's where you can find the links inside the Diamond Live Tape Reading channel. And also, if you got any suggestions for the monthly lectures, feel free to go to the new server, right, and go under lecture suggestions. Our first session is going to be the first Wednesday in March. The lectures are going to be on the first Wednesday at 7 p.m. Right, every first Wednesday at 7 p.m. So on the 5th of March, we're going to have a lecture on trading breakers with fair value gaps, aka, who could tell me what that model is known as? Trading breakers with fair value gaps, confluence. What's a model that's famously a famous ICT model that deals with breakers tied to fair value gaps? Who can tell me that?
Unicorn.
Unicorn model. Very good. Oh, it's over here. I'm like, why I can't find my who was that? Hines? Shout out Hines for pulling up with the hard hitting question. Hard hitting answer. So that's enough about the Discord. Let's get to it. Who that put the unicorn in there? Who was that? Was that Tish? Or that's here learn and share. Where's my chat go? Oh, how did it get down there? Here learn and share got the little unicorn. I'm a little unicorn. I'm a little unicorn. Y'all get out the way. Move out the way, Discord. Get out the way, little Timmy Rogers. Move. Let's go talk price action. Right? I did a little bit of trading today. Right? I had one trade I got stopped out for a very small profit. Right? Moved my stop loss a little prematurely. Stopped out for a very small profit. And then I had another trade that hit my target. So all in all, it was a good day. Didn't take a loss on the day. Like I say, I took a stop out at a small loss, but no loss on the day. So hey, I'm not mad at it. Not mad at it. I was trading across 4 accounts today. All right, so I'm not mad at it at all. Let's talk about that for a second. Then we're going to get to the price. Trading prop firms. All right, let's talk about trading prop firms. I know a lot of people have questions about prop firms. A lot of people don't like them. A lot of people love them. I was one of them people in the beginning who you couldn't pay me to trade a prop firm. I thought it was the stupidest thing on God's green earth. Right? I'm like, why? Don't make sense. And then I started thinking. I thought to myself. I said, look, Timmy Rogers, don't knock it till you try it. Right? Don't knock it till you try it. And speaking of, I do have an affiliate link down there below also for Apex. Right? A lot of people don't like Apex. I like Apex. Right? I like Apex. The reason why I like Apex is, one, I've never had issues with them. You know what I'm saying? I understand their rules. Like any of them that I've ever dealt with, I understand their rules. Right? You got to, that's the first thing. Let's talk there. You have to understand the rules. Right? You got to understand the rules. Don't go off of what Joe Blow on the internet talking about. Don't go off your favorite trader like it. Don't go off of nothing. Understand the rules of what this prop firm is has in place. Because it don't make no sense to be mad at the prop firm for having rules. Right? The prop firm is not out to get you. The prop firms are out to get you. It's a setup. It's designed to make you fail. The prop firms are evil. They just tricking people. Don't fall victim to all of this foolishness. I don't care how many of your favorite gurus say this. Don't fall victim to this. Prop firms are not evil. Prop firms are not. Now, are prop firms predatory? Yes, they are. But tell me one business model out there where they're not predatory. McDonald's, Walmart, Jenny Craig. Think about any business out there and tell me they're not predatory. Right? Why do I say that? Because they know their market and they send out the marketing that's going to entice you. Oh, you got to be quicker than that. Oh, you're almost there. Oh. They're going to entice you in. All right? Walk through the store. You done went through the store and got everything you know you needed. And as soon as you get ready to go through the line, they got something sitting on the end cap right by the register. Oh, let me get one of them. You don't need that. You don't need the beef jerky. Put the cold drink down. You don't need the Coke. You don't need the jerky. You don't need the chips. Right? I'm not mad at the prop firms because the prop firms understand that there's a bunch of gamblers out there because the barrier to entry in the stock market is below low. And they know it's a bunch of gamblers out there who say, "Ooh, wait, I can make this much money if I did this, and I can make this much money if I did that. Ooh, boy, I'm going to go get me 20 accounts, and boy, I'm going to trade all of them, and I'm going to make $10,000 per account, and ooh, wait, I'm going to have me 200 racks. I'm going to quit my job next week." I ain't mad at them because they offering that. And then they put rules in place that says you can't do this, this, or this. Right? And who be crying the loudest? The scammers. The people who's not really. I have people all the time reaching out to me saying, "Hey, we can pass a prop firm for you and you don't have to do nothing. We just split the profits with you. We'll get you funded and we just split the profits with you." That's a rule. Nobody else can trade the account for you. You can only have so many accounts per household. That's a rule. It's certain things you can't do. You can't have too big of a risk to reward. They even let you do negative risk to reward, which I will never do. And anybody who does negative risk to reward, use a gambler. And what negative risk to reward is, if you don't know, that means, is it me or is it what? Is it me or is it the mic? Can y'all not hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Can y'all not hear me? Empire Trades. Cheap cell phone, family. I guess your mic went out. They say a hit dog a holler. All right. So, what was I saying? Can't remember what I was saying. But understand the rules. Right? Mute for me, Lump. Understand the rules.
The negative. You were saying something about the negative.
Oh, yeah, risk to reward. The negative risk to reward. Don't never do that. If you don't know what negative risk to reward is, that means that you're risking more than you're trying to make. Meaning for every $3 you're risking, you're only looking to make $1. Or for every $2 you're risking, you're only looking to make $1. You don't want to have a negative risk to reward. You want to have if for every dollar you risk, you're trying to make at least 2. Or for every dollar you risk, you're trying to make at least 3. You don't want to have it the other way around. They even you just can't have more than 5 times, right? You can't risk $6 to make 1. You can risk up, like this is with Apex. You can risk up to 5 to make 1, right? But you can't risk you can't risk 6 to make 1, right? Certain rules you can't do, right? You got to trade consistently for 8 days before you can request a payout. Now, they got it where you can pass it in 1 day. You can pass it in 1 day if you want to, but you got to trade consistently for 8 days. And 5 of those days, you got to make at least $50 or more within 5 of the days. And trade consistently because it's got a 30% consistency rule. 1 day can be larger than 30% of your total P&L that you got, right? So that means you can't trade. You can't make $500 on 1 day and then $50 on the next 7 days and then try to request a payout. That $500 is more than 30% of your total P&L. You see what I'm saying? So you can't, you got to trade consistently for 8 days and then you can request a payout. That's 8 trading days, right? If you don't trade a day, that's not a day. If you don't trade for a week, that's not, you don't get, but if you trade once a week, it'll take you 8 weeks before you can at least try to request a payout, right? So understand the rules, follow the rules. If you follow the rules, I have never had a problem with. One time I got denied one time and I knew I was gonna get denied because I had a $1,300 day one day, right? And then I called myself trying to be slick where I'm gonna lose some money to bring my P&L down to like a smaller size, right? But I still had that $1,300 day. So they said, you know what? Nope, that day is larger than 30% of your total P&L. I knew they was going to reject it. I knew that was the only time I ever got denied, because I was like, I'm gonna see what they say. But other than that, I have never had an issue. I sent it in either that night or the next morning. It say it's been received, and if they not backed up, it be in my bank the next day. If they be backed up, it take like 2, maybe 3 days, right? But if they ain't backed up, I submit it that night. They say we got it. The next day it be in my account. But if they be backed up, I submit it that night or the next day. They say we got it, and then like 2 days later it'll be in my account, right? So just follow the rules, man. Understand the rules. Follow the rules. Don't listen to your favorite guru about this. You won't have no issue, man. And do this right here. Don't use the prop firms as a way that's all the money you gonna ever be trading, right? If at your current job you're not able to save up enough money to build up a nest egg inside of a trading account to start trading, you know what I'm saying, with micros, right? If you know how to trade, if you got a strategy already and you're ready to start trading, right, apply for evaluation. Preferably with Apex, and you use my link below, but apply for evaluation. Pass the evaluation, right? Follow the rules. Get into the PA account. Follow the rules. Start requesting payouts, right? You can get up to $12,000, 100% to you. You got to pay taxes on it. So subtract out your taxes, whatever the Fed, and if you got state tax, you got your Fed tax, and whatever your state tax is, take that off, pay Uncle Sam they money, right? And then as you're taking these withdrawals, right, put some into a personal account, right? And then cook with 2 pots while you're trading because you can use trade copiers, but even if you don't want to use trade copiers, right, while you trading the eval, right, and then you take your first withdrawal, put some money into your personal account, and whatever trade you're taking in the eval, take the same trade in your personal account, right? And then when you get to your next withdrawal, put some more in your personal account. Grow your personal account like that. And then once you get to the point, you know what I'm saying, once you get your $12,000 and you don't want to trade with them no more, take all your money out, you know what I'm saying, close it out, and just trade your personal account. That way you ain't got to worry about no 8-day cycles. You ain't got to worry about no consistency. You know what I'm saying? You can just trade, and whatever you make is yours, right? And I bet money you going to have rules with your own money. I bet money you ain't going to bet the farm with your own money, all right? So it's just going to help you be disciplined and ready to go with your own real money, man. Now, I'm done talking about that. Prop firms. I was just saying that because I thought about it because I was saying I was trading across 4 accounts today. Right? Let's get to it, man. I hit the wrong thing. Now I hit the right thing. I'm glad I could see where y'all was at, because I would have been thinking y'all could see my screen and y'all be like, Tim, we can't see your screen. Okay, dope. Let's jump up to the daily chart real quick and let's see where we at. Looky, looky, who stole the cookie? All right. Who remember what we talked about yesterday about this, about that there? What we said about this, and this. Who remember what we talked about yesterday? Somebody tell me. Somebody unmute and tell me what we talked about yesterday. Nobody? Nobody? I can't believe this. I can't believe it. Where Deborah at? Sherwin. Where Deborah at? Deborah ain't here. Rhonda. Where you at, Rhonda? Where you at, Rhonda? Tish. Where you at? I can't believe this. I can't believe this. My feelings hurt. My feelings hurt. Get off my screen. Get off my screen. Let's go to the 15-minute charts. Y'all done hurt my feelings. 15-minute charts. Price opened up over here. Right there. We opened up over there last night at 6 o'clock at 22,213 even. All right. Then we traded slightly down a little bit, came to the low of the new week opening gap, pushed back up to last week's high, and then we dropped down to consequent encroachment of that daily wick that we were watching. Hung out at consequent encroachment, consolidating there up until after midnight, around 12:45, 1 o'clock, and we dropped down below the sell side, tapped the sell side one more time, then pushed back up to the new day opening gap. Right here on the 5 a.m. candle. Traded back down to the consequent encroachment of that daily wick that we were looking at. Traded back up here going into the 9:30 open, back up to the new day opening gap, and took out the London high. After taking out the London high, price dropped it like it's hard, and came all the way down, blew through the low, down into the daily fair value gap. Right. Then we retrace back up here, creating a SIBI, an hourly SIBI there that I got marked out. Traded back down, did not take out that low from the 10 a.m. candle, did not take out that low. Then we started to make a slow march up. Made a slow march up all the way back until closing. Right there we closed. Looked like roughly at consequent encroachment of that hourly SIBI right there. And that is your price action recap. That's all I got. Y'all hurt my feelings. Nobody wanted to participate for class tonight. I'm going to go somewhere and cry now. Does anybody have anything for me before I get out of here? No? You ain't got nothing for me? Tish said no. She ain't got nothing. Anybody else got anything? All right. And just like that, about your feelings being hurt, they are. Y'all know I thrive off class participation. I don't have any class participation. My feelings are hurt. And with that, that brings us to the end of another episode of Le Intraday Price Action Recap. All right. Till the next time I decide to get on Al Gore's internet and share my thoughts on this thing that we call price action. Just remember, it's your boy, Timothy Lee Rogers Sr., a.k.a. Aranya Grande. That's just a big spot if you don't hablo español. Y'all be safe out in these trading streets, man. I'm gone.